Alright everyone, welcome back to the new episode of Coffee with Contin. This is episode 3, and as I'm sure you can already tell, I'm doing things a little bit different this week, so you're not just staring at a black screen. Probably not going to have a whole lot going on in the way of visuals for the episode, but I figured since I'm going to be changing out my desktop mat, I figured I'd let you guys see what the two look like here. This is the Crucible of the Spirit Dragon game mat from Wizards of the Coast. Pretty awesome, but as you can tell here, there's some coffee stains, kind of fitting in a way if you think about a coffee with Contin, and my desk mat has coffee stains. But either way, that is the old one that I've had for probably about 5 years, I want to say. But this is the one that's getting replaced. It needs to be washed. And it's being replaced with this amazing new one that my wife gave me for Christmas. This one isn't a play mat, but it is a desktop mat nonetheless. Good as a mouse pad, and oh, is it smooth. And that artwork is just sick. You guys a nice view of that. It basically is the entirety of the dragon's wings for going out to the edges of the mat. My nice little coffee cup that she also recently got me. Not sure how well the skull is showing up on the camo there, but yeah, that's my new coffee cup that I use on a regular basis. Not got coffee in it right now, but I also have this one for that. One of my favorite 7-Eleven coffee cups. And this one's about as old as this game mat, the old game mat was that I just changed out. Anywho, so the Poke Couple, I believe it was Jen, based on the comments and the comment, lack of a better way to put that. She stated that she had wanted to be a vet growing up, which, very admirable. Unfortunate to hear about the puppy that made you not want to do that any longer, though. But that is kind of the way of things in life, isn't it? We always want to do something and kind of get to a point where we really have the opportunity to start studying and find out something that no one ever talks about, how bad things can be. So, yeah, it kind of wasn't that way for me. I never really had a chance to be the professional wrestler I talked about last week that I'd wanted to be when I grew up. I am nowhere near that person. And I'm sure that if multiverse actually exists, that there is some version of me out there that actually is a professional wrestler. And if so, more power to him. I don't have it in me. She did also go on to ask about preference on pets and music. So, first and foremost, I have at one point or another in my life, I've owned birds, I've owned cats, and I've owned dogs. Each one, honestly, has its appeals. Birds, very low maintenance animals. Sorry, I got a little close to the microphone there, probably kind of a volume spike. Very low maintenance animals. Just gotta make sure and safely remove them from the cage anytime you gotta clean it, and just make sure they have fresh food and water. Very low maintenance. Cats, probably even more so low maintenance than birds, in my opinion. They get a little psycho from time to time, and they love running around the house 3 o'clock in the morning when people are trying to sleep. But for the most part, just clean out the litter box, fresh food and water, and you're good. Dogs, on the other hand, while they are very high maintenance, very loving animals. Always wanting affection and always think it's playtime. So sometimes a little detrimental, especially if you have an aggressively affectionate dog. But as for my preference, I prefer cats. I'm a cat guy. Which still, 5 years after getting the 2 cats that we have, I'm trying to figure out how they are more drawn to my wife and son when they are dog people. The wife likes to constantly say that it's because they feel they have something to prove to the 2 of them, trying to turn them into cat people. I don't see that happening, but either way. And you also asked about music. Truth be told, not really a whole lot of music that I don't enjoy. There are very specific artists with some genres. For example, rap. Used to love listening to rap music a lot, especially Eminem when I was growing up. Now I can't stand the guy. I'm not putting down his abilities or his talent. I just personally don't like him. Nowadays, and as far as rap goes, that is pretty much centered around Tom MacDonald, who is from your neck of the woods, actually. He is Canadian. And there are a couple of, I guess you could call them parody rap artists. Rustage, and there's a couple of other ones like Daddy Fat Snaps, I think his name is. They do a lot of anime-themed rap music, like for My Hero Academia, Dragon Ball Z, that kind of thing. Truth be told, though, I'm a big fan of like classic rock, current rock music, depending on who it is. There are some people I just will not listen to. But yeah, kind of basic like that, honestly. Metallica, Linkin Park, Iron Maiden. Kind of hard to really think of things right off the top of your head on short notice. Led Zeppelin, things like that. But yeah, I'm not really sure exactly what to say at this point. Surprisingly, I've made it this far in, and this is the first take that I've made. Obviously, you can tell by some of the longer pauses, but that's kind of where we're at now. Oh, by the way, for anybody that hasn't noticed, I actually recently got an unofficial, what's the word I want to use here? Unofficial feature, in essence, from YouTube, because of a gift that they sent the Minecraft YouTuber George Not Found. They actually took one of the comments I made on one of his videos and printed it onto a record sleeve for him that they sent out. So that was fun. But that's kind of really all that there is for me this week. So let me know in the comments down below anything you want to hear me talk about in the next episode, or just anything in general you want to know. And in the meantime, let me know what your favorite... normally people say Pokemon, but personally this time I want to hear what your favorite shiny Pokemon is. So until next time, keep your coffee hot, and this is Contin.